Kirk Cousins is the focus of this Player versus Environment, the behavior science short show where we determine if a player's individual success or failure is a result of his own individual talent or his surrounding environment. Today we spotlight how Cousins' career has been notably influenced by the Shanahan coaching tree and something called the QB Collective, and how much influence that's had over his performance environment. Let's go back to 2012 when he was drafted to Washington by then head coach Mike Shanahan, a relationship that would go on to shape the journey of his career. His offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan. Then after Kyle Shanahan left to the Atlanta Falcons in 2016, Kirk Cousins had an offensive coordinator by the name of Sean McVay, a noted Shanahan disciple who was with him on the staff since 2012. He then leaves to go to the Los Angeles Rams in 2017, and his quarterbacks coach in 2017 becomes a man by the name of Kevin O'Connell. Store that name away for later. He then signs with the Vikings in 2018, and his quarterbacks coach and offensive coordinator is a combination of Kevin Stefanski, Gary Kubiak, and Clint Kubiak. Stefanski is a QB Collective coach and part of the Shanahan quarterback development system. Gary Kubiak was on Mike Shanahan's Denver Broncos Super Bowl winning staff, and it's not that far of a stretch judging by the last name to see where Clint Kubiak fits in. Then in 2022, still with Minnesota, Mike Zimmer is gone. A new head coach comes in by the name of Kevin O'Connell. That's right, his quarterbacks coach with Washington in 2017 and a notable Shanahan disciple. Now Cousins is with the Atlanta Falcons. Who's the new head coach they just brought in? It's the defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams under head coach Sean McVay, Raheem Morris. And Morris has brought with him to Atlanta an offensive coordinator by the name of Zach Robinson, who has spent his entire 5-year coaching career in Los Angeles with Sean McVay, another Shanahan/QB Collective development disciple. Cousins has consistently found himself under the tutelage of the Shanahan coaching legacy, each one of them adding layers to his development through the various performance environments they create under the same influential system. This influenced environment that has been carefully conditioned and shaped has helped Cousins become one of the game's top quarterbacks statistically, and in 2023, prior to his injury, he was on his way to perhaps a career year. Whenever a player is going to a new team, we ask what it is that we can expect from them in this new environment, and the focus is almost always entirely on what the player himself is bringing to the table. But here we have a situation where the environment should actually be the core focus because it's an environment with an incredible amount of familiarity for Kirk Cousins. Cousins is often lauded as perfectly gaming the financial aspect of being an NFL player, but perhaps we should also compliment him for his ability to navigate the environmental factors of being an NFL player too, consistently putting himself in an environment where he knows he can perform at his highest level. So what is it that we should expect? When a player like Cousins enters a familiar environment, it's like speaking a first language. The decisions are quicker, the play is more fluid, and the performance is at a higher level. And bringing a higher level of performance to the quarterback position in Atlanta is not exactly a high bar to climb over. This chart shows how bad the situation in Atlanta has been. The orange line shows their average 2023 scoring behavior rate, which was barely over half a point per minute and ranked 24th in the NFL. Look at what Cousins did in Minnesota under Kevin O'Connell. This chart shows one of the best offenses in 2022, ranked 3rd in scoring behavior rate at over 0.9 of a point per minute. And in 2023, this chart shows us that the offensive scoring behavior rate took a 21% dip after Cousins' injury. So not only do we have an environment engineered for Cousins' success, but we also have an environment that is at its most successful when Cousins is playing in it. A perfect example of symbiosis between individual talent and engineered environment. So when we wonder what we can expect from Cousins in Atlanta, history suggests to us that comfort can lead to confidence, and confidence can lead to success. For Cousins, it won't be about needing to adapt to a new environment. He can begin simply thriving in it from day one. Thanks for watching. Follow for more stories like this and let us know your thoughts. Drop a comment below. What do you think Cousins is going to do in this new yet familiar environment?